So Golden State will get the first ball fueled up and ready to go. And go. The 2 with Barnes at the 3, Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot.
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love, but I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch 4-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
And here is Howard after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. From deep, Howard can't hit. The 3-ball, and it's blocked. And that will be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Curry, good. We play just over a minute here in the first. From deep three-point range, the shot is off. The Warriors go the other way with it. Shoots the 3.
Oh, no!
And another 3 for Golden State.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep. And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Shot from 16, and it's
Oh,
Golden State
my
with another.
God.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Beverly
Cross. Oh, come on. I was wide
He
open.
can hit that deep 3, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
That's out of his range.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years.
That's
They
what
have
I'm talking about.
competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
And here is Curry after Trevor Ariza just hit the 3. But 3.
Yeah.
It was last touched by Harden.
Not easy in the paint. Bump to that Kodak. I'm in here. Hey.
Curry outside.
Curry just giving them fits. He's already up to 11 points. And from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he's squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
And the second free throw, good.
What, 3 free throws?
And he nails the third.
Okay.
He's always
They
been
wasn't
extremely
me.
reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Rockets trail by 10. And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Yeah, love the job they've done here to protect the paint.
I like the way they've kept them shooting jump shots. No coincidence to find them in the lead.
And there's the call.
That's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And that one's good. Beverly.
Terrific job on.
Hello? 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 Jenna? Hello? Yes, I can hear you.
On both ends of that sequence, very slick steal and then excellent transition offense.
And really, it all stems from the aggressive defense. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Now, here's Thompson. And another basket for Golden State.
And created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defense.
Last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin. And a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
Excellent point.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
On the wing, and another basket for Golden State. 44 seconds left in the first quarter.
And Thompson last season set the record for most points ever in a quarter with 37. Made all 13 shots and 2 free throws and finished the game with 52 points.
Ezeli's checked in for Golden State. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And here's Harden for 3. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot. But it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Iguodala tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 from Harden. Harden's got 9.
From three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running in the first quarter.
And there's the ball on Harden.
Ian Clark.
Barbosa for 3, and they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, he's not afraid of physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
He's off on the second. And now the first timeout call for the Rockets.
Sending guys to the line way more than they should. They need to play good position defense and avoid the reach-in sloppy foul.
Beverly wide open. What? And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. And now a chance to hear from Stephen Curry about the team's struggles of late. You know, Clark, when you hear a talented, tremendous Curry talk about what a struggle it is, you're watching just outstanding basketball.
I'll tell you what, I like that kind of serious and focused attitude that really always been Curry's approach. It's one of the reasons to get better and hone and upgrade his game, and how he's able to take it that one notch forward each season.
And off we go, a post-season now starting the second quarter. And the Warriors got the
Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. They again, Festus Ezeli. Rush out there.
Oh my goodness, yo.
And it's Curry in at the point guard position. We all know about the Splash Brothers, but it seems everyone on Golden State now can hit a 3. They set a franchise record in made threes last year at 883 triples.
Incredible. I mean, they can stretch you out as well as
Oh
anyone.
my
And it's why
God.
they are so good going small. I mean, they did lead the league in three-point percentage last year, making almost 40% of those threes.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going
No.
here.
And another 3 for Golden State.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And that one's good. Beverly.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Oh, my God.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Howard.
No.
Green with the
Oh, my God.
Bogut with it. And it's Howard picking him up. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
That's one of the few mistakes they've made this half. Turnovers haven't been an issue for them yet.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's bucket tonight.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Stephen Curry again. Curry's got 30.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's got them in front, and it sure seems like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Oh,
It's stolen by Green. Launches a 3 and another 3
my
for
God.
Golden State.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Took him no time at all on that one. Beverly's got 9 points in the quarter. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. They didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. He needed to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Green kicks to Curry. Buries the long-range. Curry's got 33 points.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Here's Curry after the Rockets pick up 3.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Harden dishes to Howard. Here's Beverly. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Beverly's got 27.
He topped 3 made three-pointers in the first quarter.
No, wait.
Easy.
Oh,
Convert
my
more of them in the
God.
second. Absolutely amazing.
And so here is Houston. Tony Eunice has the open look, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Thompson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Another 3 for Golden State. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
You know, both teams showing a lot of resilience, I think. Coming back and coming back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, Kevin, that's cameo, to be exact.
Love you like
Seen
I
again
did.
with more lead changes this early.
Oh,
Curry attacking. Stolen by Beverly.
No need to rush here. They could play for one shot.
Yeah, and I think the way you do it, you're patient as you indicated, and wait until about the 5-second mark before you get into the play.
Here's Curry. From deep. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's a close.
Guys, I'm here with Stephen Curry and Steph.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jets. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. The second quarter was a strong effort. All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Really an incredible.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Cody Anderson Howard, the post pair. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter, and it's Beverly in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's Ariza. Hits the three-point bomb. Ariza's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Rockets. Well, guys, before last season,
No way! No way!
With the Rockets. Big free agent get for the team.
And, you know, they wanted to re-sign Chandler Parsons.
How did I miss
with
that?
his departure, in comes Ariza, and Trevor is a quality replacement. I mean, a terrific wing defender, and he's a nice spot-up shooter as well.
My ball.
Warriors trail by 5. They double-team Curry. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
They stopped. That's a
Major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for him to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert.
No way.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors.
And, you know, you compare their games. Ariza more limited maybe offensively than Parsons, a few years older, but he's also a better defender and also better at playing without the basketball. Remember, guys out there, only one ball. Sometimes your chemistry can improve when a guy doesn't need the basketball to be effective.
That's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. A nice pairing with James Harden and Trevor Ariza. Ariza, a spot-up shooter and defender, while Harden arguably the premier offensive creator in the league. I mean, they really complement each other well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Draymond Green. Rush comes in for Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Klay Thompson. Here's Howard. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket. Warriors trail by 5.
No threes. No threes.
Here is Livingston.
No threes.
Iguodala as he lets it go. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Houston's run a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second. And Harden's shot is good.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking us down.
Not through this way. And you get out, because you're distracted.
Man, close my door, bro.
Get out! Come on, you distracted
Leave him.
me.
Houston leading by 4. Outside Howard. And another 3 for Houston.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Defensively, you have got to close out and contest.
Backboard violation, come on.
Driving lanes. You can't give up those looks that often.
And the Warriors with some changes. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. And Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is G8, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing.
It has been a 3-point barrage for
What are
them
you
since
talking about,
halftime.
Cookie?
I'm not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Yes.
Rockets leading by 11. Harden. A rebound by Ezeli.
Yo, which one is you? Which one?
46 seconds left in the third quarter. Unloads. And another basket for Golden State. For Houston, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
Hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Spates checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Leandro Barbosa. Howard can't hit.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Harden outside. There's the three. That's good. Harden's got 12 points in just the second half.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here.
First personal foul. Checking in for the Warriors. Draymond Green. Harrison Barnes. Klay Thompson.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Harden inside the three-point line. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And to me, guys, it looks...
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Warriors trail by 14 on the court for Golden State here in the fourth. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3, and it's Livingston in at the point guard. And for Houston, their shooting has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point. That is good.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
From deep three-point range, no luck. So Golden State will take it the other way. And here's Green outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Howard can't hit. Warriors trail by 8. And here's Thompson. There's the triple, and that one's good.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
And here's Harden for 3. Good. Harden's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Wow. What can you say?
Livingston trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. It's stolen by Bogut. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. Rockets leading by 8. The pass to Howard. It's Ariza on the wing. Beverly with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc, and that one's good. Beverly's got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for the Rockets.
Gotta be demoralizing. They desperately needed a stop, and instead they give up a triple on an open look.
Livingston, that's good.
Yeah, gutsy shot to come right back at it with a 3 of his own.
Well, we've seen it before. He doesn't have any problem trading shots with anybody.
Warriors trail by 8. Iguodala, the pass to Thompson. Takes a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. 16 points for Klay Thompson.
And you talk about getting back into the game, folks. 3 is better than 2.
Always simple math. That's that UNLV education coming to play. He knows all about that as well. Most of his points have been 3-point shots.
We got calculus at our school.
Steph Curry's checked in for Sean Livingston. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well. Carried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
It's Ariza on the wing. Fires for three. Count that one. Ariza's got 9 points here in the second half.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. They want things to be easy on themselves here late. Make sure he has the ball.
You gotta talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make it back.
They double team Curry. From deep. But they get it back. And the officials into the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Already he has 5 turnovers so far. It's not the strongest game for him in that regard.
Houston moving it around. Here's Beverly. And a clear foul as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he cannot get the third one to drop. Going just 1 of 3.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Different look here for the Warriors. Justice Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Bush comes in for Green. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And Ian Clark subbed in for Curry. Here's Clark, defended by Beverly. Got that one up quick. There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. It's offline from half court.
Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner.
Howard wide open. On target from 13 feet. And the Rockets lead by 7.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair. You know, when he gets rolling, guys, he can be an absolute handful to have to deal with. And right now, he is rolling strong.
He had to...
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, you're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
So he comes up empty, missing both. It's stolen by Ariza. Harden. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
No, you didn't.
Curry. Misses it. And so it's a victory for Houston. Going it out to the dunk. They didn't make it easy on themselves.
Gentlemen, I'm here with James Harden. Congratulations on the win, James. And what?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Patrick Beverly. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge. And the impact carried them through the entire game.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive, and you're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
look towards the darkness. Nah, yo, look towards the light. Yo, what the? Yo, what is that? It's a supernova. Nah, man, that's a black hole. Yo, it's.
I leap over lies in a single pound. The Black Prophet, one day I got struck by knowledge of self. It gave me super scientific powers. Now I run through the ghetto, battling my arch nemesis, Mr. Ignorance. He's been trying to take me out since the days of my youth. He feared this day will come. I'm hot on his trail, but sometimes he slips away because he has an army. They always give me trouble, mainly hatred, jealousy, and envy. They attack me, they think they got me, but I use my super science and I twist all three. I see sparks over that building. At me, I dip, do a backflip, then I'm in the heart with bookmarks. Ignorance hates when I drop it, but no matter what he do, he can't stop the prophet.
Yo, prophet, come here real quick. Yo, I just saw Ignorance downtown. Let me put you on. Word, he down there bugging. He got them ill and out.
Let's continue the saga, mad drama. I met this chick, she said she knew where Ignorance was at. I said where? She said downtown. He had... I think the line is a setup, I can smell it, but Ignorance is running rampant. Aight, baby, show me the exact spot. Meet me at Hoyt and Skimmerhorn at 3 on the dot. So I hops up on the A train, I'm being followed. My 7th senses danger. I turn around, it's anger. And he brought a marble along. It's the same old song. Despair and animosity got broke with the swiftness. I don't know what they think this is. Let's take them back.
Yeah. 94.
7-game Sunday.
The preacher takes the pulpit, fix your coat, prepare for 40 below spit. 7 days of heaven's ways and hang-ups. Chris and Ryan again, and we wishing anybody who isn't wishing us well bankrupt. A L and whatever else ain't up. As far as me, I'm still caught up in all the... Still calling my expendables, cause it's hard to believe I can fit all of them boys in one... And the streets start trembling. It's way too many it seems. Too many witnesses. Up and down with their visions of what a street is. I call it the seesaw syndrome. Syndrome, maybe you make a mistake, you lose. And this is for the real hip-hop. So would never, ever, ever ask me, am I here to replace Guru?
Word? That's how you feel up on this track? Little try on that.
What you trying to rap now?
Yeah, yo, Royce.
What up, man?
We just lamping in the studio, you know, doing our thing.
Okay.
Bugging out, you know.
Right.
Little test run. So,
I need you to speak with your hands. On the count of 3. Everybody now, 1, 2, 3, go!
Talk to him. Who stepped up in this rap game and seen acting fool?
Me and Preem, both names go together. A lot of frontin' like they ill.
word. I think it's time to move on to the next one.
Yeah, I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live.
always going to have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do. You know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do, you know. So, you know, that's just what it is. You know, every level you...
Let's take them back.
Yeah, 94. As the preacher takes the pulpit, fix your coat, prepare for 40 below spit. 7 days of heaven's ways and hang-ups. Chris and Ryan again, and we wishing anybody who isn't wishing us well bankrupt. A L and whatever else ain't up. As far as me, I'm still caught up in all the... Still calling my expendables, cause it's hard to believe I can fit all of them boys in one... And the streets start trembling. It's way too many it seems. Too many witnesses. Up and down with their visions of what a street is. I call it the seesaw syndrome. Syndrome, maybe you make a mistake, you lose. And this is for the real hip-hop. So would never, ever, ever ask me, am I here to replace Guru?
Word? That's how you feel up on this track? Little try on that.
What, you trying to rap now?
Yeah, no Royce. We just lamping in the studio, you know, doing our thing.
Okay.
Bugging out, you know.
Right.
Little test run. So,
I need you to speak with your hands. On the count of 3. Everybody now, 1, 2, 3, go!
Talk to him. Who stepped up in this rap game and seen acting fool?
Me and Preem, both names go together. A lot of niggas flying like they ill.
Word. I think it's time to move on to the next one.
DJ Khaled, Convict Music, we the best, yeah, we taking over. Listen,
spread out with it. South Dallas, better ass Cali. Catman Cali with my eyes open valley. Blowing and spinning, going down Vinny. Drop 6, 4, 3, wheel and switch it. Red light stop, make it drop for the with it. Anything you hear that I said, I meant it. Kane got the crown in.
7-game Sunday, time to run the...
if you want to, we can. Cause we take